appropriate time zone greetings to everybody. I'm Therese, and I am. I went down to my local Lego store, Brick Alley, in downtown Port Orchard, and I got this awesome little kit. Um, and I thought I'd just kind of put it together as a part of the Brickin' and Talkin'. And of course, this is Brickin' and Talkin' with Therese. I am Therese, and today we are bricking the Duel on Mandalore. I got this kit mostly. I don't really do the little scene kits, but it came with a Darth Maul and a Kosha. So got it mostly for the minifigs. Came with two pretty important characters. So let's take a look and see what we got here. I'm kind of a little bit excited about this one. Here, just a few sessions ago, I did talk about episode one, and I think I'll probably end up talking about episode one a little bit more again, because I believe this is based off of the Mandalorian series, which I have not watched. So, all right, so let's see here. Kit number 75310, 147 pieces, a little bit smaller than what I normally build, but that's okay. Kind of a quick and easy little build. Like I said, got it mostly for the minifigs, if anything. It looks like it's going to be a fun little project here. All right, so let's open up my booklet. Sometimes they've got little facts and little write up. I think that was mostly for the 20th anniversary set that I did a few sessions ago with the Anakin Skywalker's pod racer. That was a really fun build. So we'll kind of open. Let's see if that'll work. You know, I should really figure something out for this instruction booklet is a little bit smaller than the normal booklets, but that's okay as well. All right, so we only got 2 bags in this kit, and wow, got some really neat pieces in here. I love these translucent orange pieces. Those are really cool. So I actually talked about the translucent pieces and kind of how those came to be with the kits from the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, kind of when those came to be. And some of the kits that really kind of brought those to the forefront is the Space series, and they did a really Lego. I will say it over and over and over again. Lego does such a great job at staying relevant in the market. I mean, there's a handful of toys that are just absolute staples for just about any kid. Lego, G.I. Joe, Barbie. But Lego just does something that the rest don't. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of collectible G.I. Joes and especially collectible Barbies. But Lego has just brought it to another level with staying relevant in the market. Oh, here is a separate little baggie here. I don't know why they would necessarily do that. Lego is always full of surprises. There we go. Lego always has surprises, and they always come up with the most interesting ways to market their products. Honestly, I hardly ever see Lego commercials anymore. So of course Kayosha, she does the reverse grip in the left hand. So, because she's pretty badass. There we go. There's that one. And of course, Darth Maul. Darth Maul. Oh man. So those of us who are old enough, we remember in the early 2000s. Actually, I should say 1999, because that's when the movie came out, Star Wars Episode 1. And they gave me another extra headpiece for Darth Maul. I like that Lego kind of starts to add, a few extra pieces here and there. Um, it really kind of adds to the value, because some of these pieces just get lost, and they're just sometimes they're just kind of hard to come by. But you know, those of us who are around 1999, when we first saw Darth Maul and saw his appearance in Star Wars Episode 1, of course, he had one whole line throughout the whole movie, I think, in the original version, I should say. I think they added another line in a later remaster, if I can remember right. But with his first skirmish with Qui-Gon on Tatooine, we only see him fight with, of course, typical what we normally see lightsaber. And then when they fight on Naboo, he activates one side of his lightsaber and then activates the other side of his lightsaber, almost like that. And I remember being in the theater for that and just absolutely losing my stuff. That was probably one of the coolest Star Wars moments. And so, like, Star Wars is just an amazing series, and they do an awesome job at. Oops, you do not like to stand up by yourself. They do an awesome job at kind of really just kind of staying relevant with particular generations. So, the original series kind of definitely a Gen X thing, and then I think honestly, I think that the nope, I need the light pieces. No, I need the light pieces. That the prequel series, of course, is more geared towards millennials, and then the sequel series geared towards Gen Z. So, and of course, I think each has their own kind of benefits and drawbacks. It's a lot of, I think all of them are kind of fun in their own ways. Sometimes I have kind of a hard time getting into the sequel series, but I think there are some really cool things about the sequels. Is that okay? We gotta turn that right off. Can I silence my chat? Yeah, look at that. Turn that off. We'll turn that off. All right. Got to remember to do that before I start streaming again. All right. So step 6. Like I was saying, and so like I said, the sequel series, I think in a lot of ways really wrapped up some of the plot holes that happened just from the prequel and original series. And then, of course, you have the fillers, which is like Rogue One and sticker time. So I think in the last episode, I was playing. I was saying, you could probably make this out of a drinking game. Anytime Therese has to do a sticker. You know, you take a drink anytime. Therese has to take apart and reassemble a kit or piece of kit. You know, you take a drink or something like that. Um, Probably not the healthiest thing to do, but yeah. Did I miss something here? It looks like there's something that's supposed to be here. Oh, yeah. Okay. You and, yep, like that, and like this. And you go together. There we go. Gosh, it would be so much fun to be a Lego engineer. I'll probably say that over and over again too. Oh, and another sticker. Got little gnats in here and they're kind of annoying. I need to make a gnat trap. Let's take a look, see here. What else we got? Where's my stickers? There's my stickers. So Lego really capitalizes on the Star Wars series, and they do a really good job of it. Lego does a great job at you know, really portraying the I don't know the necessarily the word for it, but the theatrics of Star Wars. They do a great job of that. And we're gonna do an upper hinge too, huh? That's quality right there. That's definitely quality. So yeah, just kind of scooting right along here. Where's my other hinge? And just so you know, on my desk here, I have a light pink tablecloth. So that helps me see the pieces better and helps the pieces come through a little bit better on the camera as well. Oh, there it is. So really helps everything come together a little bit better for the stream. I just really don't really even mind if anybody's really paying attention to what I'm doing, because I just enjoy building Legos. I'm gonna need a 4-piece. Light gray 4-piece. That's what I'm looking for. Like that. Okay, and then you got these long pieces right here. So these are kind of interesting pieces. This is, I think, kind of a development of the 90s as well. Along with the space kits, which we kind of got these translucent type pieces from, we also got in the medieval sets these kind of longer pieces that they used to help build the castles. And it really helped prevent it from having to, you know, use individual 4 pieces, or I'm sorry, 2 pieces like so, because you need 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe about 6 of these if I'm counting right. 4, yep, 6. You'd need 6 of these right here to build this one piece. So it really helps with the structure integrity of the build. It's really a nice little addition by Lego to you know, kind of make their kits a little bit more structurally sound. It's something I've always appreciated. And then I'm working on a new, I'm working with a new kind of setup here, really getting used to it. So if I'm holding my pieces a little bit off camera, I'm used to a little bit of a bigger workspace here. Uh, so that's kind of why I'm really kind of checking over here to check my camera to see where I'm at here, where I'm supposed to be. Make sure I'm on my marks. This is a really neat little addition that they made here. A little cryo chamber, I think it is. Lego does such an amazing job at their, really putting a lot of detail into their kits. And like I said, I'm not familiar with the Mandalorian series. I just saw another season get advertised. There we go. There's Darth Maul and that cryo chamber type thing. Fun. And I think I might cave and start watching that one. And I'm trying to get to a place where I can have my instructions on the camera. So I don't know. I have to figure a way out to do that. But I can only have 2 cameras associated with this account. Of course, I've got my build cam right here, and of course, I got my me cam right here. So, it'd be kind of cool to have an instruction cam too. Some people follow along with instructions, but what are you trying to? Every once in a while, I gotta kind of focus down and see what Lego's trying to tell me what to do. And one thing that I've learned in some of my previous builds is to pay attention to how that is being put together on the thing, on the instructions. Hold it in the way that it is on the instructions. And then put it all together the way that it is on the instructions. All right, I see what you're trying to tell me now. Yeah, Lego, you do an amazing job. And talking about some brand loyalties. Brown? No, it says gray. Say gray. See, I'm looking for a gray piece that's like this. This is another really neat piece that they started doing. And I noticed this with the Dom Toretto kit, that there were a few of these. And I think there was 1 or 2 on the Anakin Skywalker pod racer. Or maybe there was 1 on there, and maybe there was 1 on the General Kenobi, the starship, Jedi starship with General Kenobi, which was an absolutely fantastic build as well. All right. Need to let my eyes adjust here. And I'll keep that kind of on camera. Keep kind of on the camera. And looking for my piece. Do a pretty good job at where are and there it went. There it is. All right. We're off and running. Like a turd of hurdles. All right, then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You. Yep. And dark gray. See, I really have a hard time telling between the dark gray and the light gray sometimes in the instructions. But being This piece is dark gray. I figured that the other pieces are going to be dark gray too, because that just makes sense. All right, then we need you, and we need a 6. Center you up, and we center you up. There we go. All right, then we do these little wing pieces. These little pieces too. These really kind of came to be in the 90s as well. This is a great piece, great pieces for you know, aircraft kits and, you know, space kits, and you know, apparently a palace seat kit as well. Like I always say, Lego does a great job at making sure that their kits are very well engineered. I like it. We're kind of scooting right along in this build right here. I like it. It'll be kind of a quick build. Like I said, it's kind of a smaller build than what I've been doing recently, but I should say, well, about half the size, because normally my kits have been about 200 some odd pieces. So, all right, what are you telling me to do here? All right. Need another one of these little pieces. And it's always cool that, you know, Legos, you know, really started incorporating the Technic pieces to kind of add a little bit of dimension and capability to their regular Lego kits. Never got too terribly big into the actual Technic stuff, which I don't know. Honestly, was kind of surprising, because in the 90s there was a kind of a warring brand faction between Lego Technic and Erector sets. And oh, that's neat. Yeah, Lego does such neat stuff. I always wanted an Erector set because you know, you get the little tools. It's all metal. That was really cool. But I never really got an Erector set. I got a couple of small Technic kits, and I don't know, I just kind of had a lot more fun with just regular Lego. It's just me. Probably because it just went better with what I was doing. I really enjoy building, just building whatever comes to mind. It's really therapeutic. It's really fun, something fun to enjoy. I've only actually really started building these kits when I started doing these live streams. Traditionally, I would typically just collect the kits for the individual pieces to use for, like I said, kind of I call them anarchy builds. You know, I really have a fun time building these kits now as well, because it's fun. It's fun, and I mean, now you get stickers too, so that's another fun little element that we gotta work with. I'm thirsty, and once again, I forgot to grab my drink. That's been it's kind of been a going thing the past couple of streams. I usually have a drink floating around the house somewhere here, and I forget to bring it close to me before I hit that little live button. But that's okay. This isn't a very... Oh, and guess what? There, internet land, you get to take a drink because I messed up yet another sticker. Let's try from the bottom up. So I don't know how the weather's been wherever you are, but it's been pretty cold here the past few days. And they're saying it's supposed to snow tonight. That's what we've reduced ourselves to on this podcast. We're talking about weather. Rename this podcast to Talking About the Weather with Therese. Now, we like talking about Legos. We have fun talking about Legos, don't we? All right, moving right along. Okay. And then we go with these guys. Yep. It's tons of fun. I love building these kits. And I'm gonna just kind of take a pause here. Move this over here because that's still off camera. All right, so then we've got this and that and the other. There we go. What else we got? Sometimes it takes me a minute to figure out what Lego's trying to make me do in these instructions. That's why sometimes I look a little confused, but then again, I'm usually pretty confused. See, I've got this little moving platform here. It's pretty neat. I think that's all they're trying to get me to do there. All right, so now we're going to build, excuse me, two of these. Two of these guys. We'll do the vertical this way. And we'll do these dark gray pieces here. We do these pieces to lock those in. There you are. Like I said, sometimes it just takes me a minute to find. Step 20, by the way, if you're interested or following along or whatever the case may be. Like I said, not too familiar with this particular scene or battle. Of course, I know Darth Maul, one of my great character, by the way, great character. So we're gonna make this one go this way. Looks good. I actually put a sticker on the right way. Suppose maybe you can take a drink on that one. A little victory drink if you're playing the bricking and talking drinking game. But if you're drinking, please don't drive. Don't drink and drive. Because drinking and driving is bad. Okay? All right, then we put those stickers on, and we stick these guys right here, right there. And it goes like that. All right, then we got more translucent pieces. Gosh, these are such cool pieces. I don't know why I'm so interested in these little translucent pieces. I think they really add an element of I don't know, like theatrics, I don't know if that's the right word. Depth, an element of depth, if you will. Because I mean, they could just use like regular orange pieces, but that you can see through these. Look at that, you can see right through it. There you go. See? Oops. Yep. So, like I said, Lego does a great job at, really just making their kits just as three-dimensional as possible. They do a fantastic job at that. All right, so we got 2 levels. So we're going to do another level of these bricks now, these little guys here. And we're going to do some more of these. And okay. All right. Make sure I do this right. we do the same on the other side, because a lot of Lego stuff is pretty symmetrical. I never really thought of that until actually Brutus Tater Tots pointed that out on one of his streams. That a lot of Lego stuff is actually pretty symmetrical. Okay, and we're going to do another layer of that. Awesome. All the way up to the top. All the way up. And then we're going to do yet another layer. This is really neat. I love doing this kind of stuff. All right, we are in step 27, by the way. All right, and then we're going to lock all that in. Oh, that's super cool. This is really cool. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right, so you know, these pieces are kind of classics. These little slope pieces. They're just, I don't know. They're kind of a staple for a lot of what I've built. You know, as a kid, and look at how that all came together like that. I share that. Look at that. How that just kind of all came together. It would be so much fun to be a Lego engineer and design all of this fun stuff. I don't know. That locked all that together. That's super cool. Building Lego just makes me so happy. So much fun. And we got these, I don't know if these are flames or flowers or, well, I mean, it's Star Wars, so probably like flames or something. Like a little sconces or something on the wall. They look like flowers, but I think they could be flames. All right, so then we're going to build it. Looks like we're going to start building the actual throne. Oh, look at that. Oh, my piece fell down. All right, so then we're going to do this piece here. Okay. That actually kind of helped a little bit. There we go. All right. This and that. We're going to do this twice, huh? Like I said, I'm kind of working on a little bit of a smaller area than what I have in the past, but I actually like this setup a little bit better. I don't have to move anything. That's just kind of the best part about it. I just throw my tablecloth on my desk here and just kind of angle my camera down, and yeah, got my streaming good to go, ready to go every time. And I think it makes for a more consistent setup as well. So, you know, you're kind of looking at, I'm working in the same area, you're looking at the same thing just about every time. So it makes it nice. All right. I always have a habit of getting my little pieces kind of stuck underneath my instructions. I've done that a few times now throughout my builds. All right, we're kind of getting ready to finish up here. We're gonna do two of these. This throne type thing here. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. Not used to kind of like a literal wall here, so I kind of gotta make sure that you all are seeing what I'm doing too. It's kind of a part of the bricking and talking, because I brick and I talk. And I just kind of talk about whatever's coming to mind here. We do a great job at that. Okay. Then we're going to do here. It's kind of an awkward way to be building this from my perspective, but hey, my opinion on the matter isn't as important as long as you can see what I am doing. Nothing too terribly exciting about this particular build, aside from the fact that building Legos is exciting. That's how we're doing this. It's kind of different. Just kind of do one of these types of things. All right, that's what you're telling me to do. I trust you, Lego. All right, I'm going to do these types of things. Okay. These types of things. Once again, I gotta hold the piece in the way that it's showing me in the instructions, because if not, I'm going to start building things backwards, which I have done before. Did that, actually I've done that. I actually did a pretty good job when I did the Jedi Starship. I don't think I built anything backwards, but I did accidentally start building something backwards on the Anakin Skywalker pod racer. That was, I did have to take some stuff apart on that one. Oh, I see what's going on here. No. Hey, guess what? If you're playing the Bricking and Talking drinking game, get to take a drink, because I just yet again had to take something apart and put it back together. All right. So then this, gotta do it in a way so that you can see this kind of slides in underneath there. Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? Isn't that so cool? A little hidden drawer. That is so neat. Oh, Lego, you do such cool things. All right, so then what I have is this kind of throne room type thing, this crowd chamber, Kyosha, and Darth Maul. Darth Maul and his little throne here. There we go, like so. Yeah, she's ready to fight him. Right? Cool. We got a few little extra pieces. Oh, nope. Actually, we got a little more we gotta do right here. There we go. There we go. That's looking better. Yeah. And that like breaks off when they're fighting, and got this cryo chamber here. Neat, huh? Super neat. Lego does it again. That's the other thing. Here's another thing, right? They started putting inventory kits at the back of their instructions. And I really wish they would have done this in the 90s, because I do have I know there are kits that I have from the 90s where I kept all the pieces, or should still have all the pieces. And there are some third-party websites out there that do inventories, but I noticed that some of them vary from site to site on how, like especially when it comes to like the piece count, because some of them count like the entire minifig as one, or they might count the head, the body, and the feet as individual pieces, because typically they come all separate. But I thought that was a nice little addition by Lego to have the little inventory at the back, so you can at least try and keep track of if you have to deconstruct your kit and reconstruct it. So yeah, that's Star Wars Lego set 75310. The Duel on Mandalore with Kaiosha and Darth Maul. Darth Maul somehow comes back to life after being cut in half. Um, once again, spoiler alert. Yeah, there's that. Tons of fun. All right, so get ready to wrap things up here. I've got yet another Lego kit here that's actually not Star Wars. I got a kit that's a little bit different than what I've normally been doing. I came across it when I was at the store and decided to pick it up. So I also got the Lego City garbage truck set, and I got it because actually my son he loves garbage trucks. So I thought this would be kind of something a little bit fun, a little bit different to put together. Um, I think I keep saying on my streams I am getting ready to move, so I need to should probably keep these in the boxes because that's where I know all the pieces are going to be safe for the time being, during the move. So, um, yes, at some point I might put this together. I actually did kick around the idea of doing this one tonight, but it kind of got a little late. I kind of got sucked into a show, Always Sunny. I was watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia and watched a couple of episodes, and a couple of episodes ended up being like 6 episodes. So, some point I might put this one together. I don't know if it's going to be before or after I move, but this one's going to be a little bit different, just something different to do. It's not Star Wars. I might just talk about garbage trucks, or I might just find something else to talk about because I'm sure there's a lot of really neat little pieces in this one too. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I really appreciate having you all here. Thanks for watching Brickin' and Talkin' with Therese. I'm Therese. I was Brickin', and I was talking. Have a great night, everybody.